so my point is this. My point is that I had enough really of ignorant people always when they're wanting to be referring Caribbean people all the time to Africa and the African slave trade, which right instead of understanding history, instead of educating themselves, okay, about indigenous people of indigenous lands and tribes, and understanding that about our DNA, about our makeup, you know, that we have like we are natives to a particular land, and not only just always referring us to Africa, but you know, if you're talking to a Caribbean person, Africa's a massive continent. You know, in terms of the slave trade, we were taken from all different parts of the world, all different parts of Africa. And because of all these things, I've been, like I said, I've been watching some videos. I've been enlightening myself about these things. So I was watching some videos about Jamaican history. I was watching some videos about what did they call her, Mama Nanny or something like that, the Nanny of the Moors, and how a large percentage of Jamaican people, they came from they were actually like Ghanaian. They were like runaway slaves then, if you want to call them this. So they're actually Ghanaian, and how they were, you know, they were running up into the mountains and being very rebellious against the British, you know, and claiming, even though the British and the Spanish and the French, you know, previously they managed to wipe out a large percentage of the indigenous people that were there of the land. Some of them survived, and the tribes that survived, they teamed up with the actual African slaves, and some of them from Ghana. A lot of the population of Jamaica, a lot of them were from Ghana, and so they became very rebellious, and they fought the British. And it's through this through fighting back, through the rebellion, you know, the British came and were trying to enslave them, but it was through their fighting back the British and reclaiming their land to say, well, no, this is not your land, this is our land, and fighting them. They actually, this is what gave Jamaica, it was actually, the British in the end had to be appeased, you know, and had to say, okay, what we'll do, because they were strong in fighting back the British. The British then had to back down and come up with some different kind of settlement instead. They had to come up with a different plan, which is why they came up with like a peace settlement, like a peace agreement, and said, okay, well, you keep your land, you know, and we'll do such and such and such and such. You know, I was watching other videos about the Bahamas and how that's where pirates were just running wild on that part of the island, the Bahamas, you know, with all the looting and all they were gaining mass fortunes, the Bahamas. So what I'm saying is, right, Caribbean, right, is very, what would you call it, like exquisite, marvelous. It's like a marvel in itself, you know, the types of events that were happening on the island. To consider it's such a tiny islands like this, and how much it's impacted the globe, that's like a marvel, miraculous thing in itself. You know, the depths and the intricacies of the history that was going on in this tiny part of the globe. And this is what I'm saying, yeah, that I really get bored of I just get bored of always just other races, other people, other nations, people from other countries, all these foreign people. They think that their cultures are just so superior and so sophisticated, And that us Caribbean, us Caribbean people, Jamaican people, we're so stupid in our head. We don't know anything. Because I find them very ignorant. They say, oh, you all just come from slaves. Because I find them very ignorant. They're very ignorant. Okay? To a lot of things. So, Jamaica is the way it is today, and Jamaican people are, you know, we are very proud people because we're humble people, but we're very proud people. And the reason, because we should be very proud because of what we accomplished. Okay? In fact, all these people's nations, you say, oh, you come from slaves. Actually, you know, we were the ones who were fighting back the British to claim our freedom. To say, listen, we're not your slaves, okay? We're actually free people. This is our land. You know, we're free. We're indigenous people to this land. This is ours. And in fact, we're not going to be enslaved, okay? It was the Jamaican people who are actually fighting back and standing up for our freedoms. You know, so this is why we're very proud people. This is what I'm talking about in the video. So if you like this video, like the video, comment, let me know what you think about all of this. Share and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.